Probably gonna be a rough day because AG gets off his plane in like an hour. I think he lands in an hour. So that boy gonna have a long day. But only a 16-hour flight or whatever it is from Australia. I don't think it stops in London. Hate to break it to them. I mean, I highly doubt we're gonna be streaming the scrims today. It's not like we can prep or do anything before the scrims. And God bless we lose maps today.
Not bad. I'd
Be the end of the world.
Really crazy dumb death, sir.
I mean, unless they plan on streaming them, I have no idea.
I have strange old play for that.
Oh, bad.
There is a world where maybe that's their plan. I have no idea.
No infinite ammo. We have no infinite ammo. Just wait. Yo, strange has ult. Strange has ult.
Just have to wait and find out, to be honest. See the Falcons changes? What's going on over there?
We're kind of both have ult though.
Team looking, the team's looking the same as the major because we have not played yet. At least we have a Boston scrim today. Keep us honest. Definitely would prefer to have a different scrim than Vegas today, but it is what it is because I'm
a fucking one.
Don't think logistically it really helps us. But hey, maybe it is a good first scrim to have. But we're not just gonna not play them because that's just fucked. But I will say honestly, it is tragic that will be one of our first scrims. I think we need all the best practice we can get, but it is what it is. Yeah, and the game has changed a lot since we last played with AG, so who knows? Who knows? Crazier things have happened. You never know. So that means, well, I've been up for like 2 hours and I kind of just sat here fucking doing nothing. I mean, the toughest thing is just gonna be like getting him on the same page as all of us. This shit's definitely different from before. I'm pretty sure we didn't play Hossie when we had AG still. I think it was still Rewind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I mean, all he can play is rank play, right?
What am I doing?
But he has been playing at least. He's done about all he could do, realistically. But I mean, I even told it, like, AG's a shooter. Definitely AG's strong shooters.
Nice. Oh my
You know,
God,
he's a
big.
fucking shooter.
Not over yet, yeah.
That's why I said the biggest thing. It's gonna be like getting us all on the same page, fast as fuck.
Oh, Craggy, you are a madman.
Because I feel like we got to a good point when we were playing with Kyler, but I still think there were things that we weren't all 100% on.
Massive.
And now we basically have to restart that. I do think in the long run, it definitely, AG is definitely the more stable option. I think the biggest battle we have as a team, and I think it was very noticeable last year,
Wouldn't I good against them right now or no?
is I think to get to a really good place for everybody,
Otherwise, I don't think it's
I feel like it took quite a long time last year. And honestly, it's
He went Groot.
I kind of feel like that's still happening this year.
You can play that.
Yeah. I'm a Moon Knight main, bro.
I don't know what it is, but like getting everybody comfortable and making sure everybody knows what they need to do. I mean, I think that's something that the team has all agreed on too. Like we talked about some shit the other day. Like when we played our best last year, everybody knew what they needed to do
Oh, he's so weak.
in every situation. We didn't rely on one person like having to do a certain thing. I feel like right now, at least like, I don't know if I'd as much say thieves, but I think like FaZe is doing a really good job at that, because especially with this game, dude. This game, if you're not consistently like doing all the right shit, no matter who
you
you are, if you have a sub, if you have an AR,
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
it really fucks
Yeah, I'm
timings
just
up
getting
in this
farmed, I don't
game.
know. Fuck. God, I have all-
That, and I mean, you got to be careful with how you actually play it, because
That's worth.
Kite that.
you know, I'd say one thing. I don't know if I want to like look too deep into it, but I think at LAN, I think everybody.
I have combo.
I don't want to
combo,
say
bro.
teams that were good were playing a lot slower,
I tried.
and maybe that is the truth. Maybe it's slower, but I think the biggest thing is they weren't scamming.
We got combo now.
I was on the left.
I still think we have times where, dude,
Good yank.
we're so good,
That's already.
and I think a big thing for us, I think JP even had the stats to back it up, is I think we were the #1 breaking team going into the event
Hello. That.
by a pretty big margin.
Chase him. We need to go.
And at the event we weren't, and I think one thing we've struggled with is
Hey, big
holding,
combo right there, Groot. There we go.
which is kind of tragic because, but I mean, it does make sense because
Kill him quick.
Wait.
Okay, nice.
breaking is never going to be consistent, right? Like in a realistic world, breaking is never 100% consistent. You can be good at it, but you don't ever want to fall back on that. You should never go into a scenario and be like, all right, we're good, we can break it. Because we break, on average, we break so much
I have combo.
that we should be just fucking slamming
Oh, we find the pillar.
Scrolling.
on our holds after that, and I think that's one thing we've definitely struggled with. And I do partly think there's like multiple things. I think a big issue we had was comms that weekend. That's one thing we talked about as a team. Everybody needs to be calm and better, because we cannot have maps like versus LAG. But like if you look at LAG on protocol, I mean we have like
When
VODs
is
that
Ninja
like
going
give
live so I can
full
watch him
communication,
instead? Soon, bro. Soon, man.
and maps like that should
Thanks
just
for letting
never
us know, bro.
happen. Like LAG farmed the fuck out of us. Yeah, but the thing you guys gotta understand is like sometimes getting that shit to actually happen is like a lot more difficult
That was
One dead.
fire. That was
than it seems. Like I wish it was just like,
I'm dead.
all right, yo, we're breaking. Like, see, this is where it gets hard because like we'll break a hill, right? And in my head, I want to say, okay, guys, please just fucking sit in a corner or something. That's really not the right play.
Alright, full reset.
The logic behind it, though, is like, dude, just fucking stay alive, get the first kill. Like I said, I think that was like a problem we had last year too.
Alright, we're back in trip support.
Except I think last year's game was a little different. But I think near the end we got really fucking good at it. But like I said, I think that also comes down to in every situation for pretty much every map that we actually played, I think everybody knew what they needed to do. If it was this hill, we needed to do this. If we had kills, we needed to do this. If we didn't have kills, we need to do this. Okay, this control point, it don't matter where the enemy team is. We need to get control of this, and then we can do things. I'm pretty sure they did something on the Jackal yesterday. I'm not 100% sure what it is, and it's kind of scuffed because obviously we didn't get to scrim or play with it. So, and I do think the votes
Wait, the queue time just
kind of
instantly
came
went up
down
13
to
minutes.
whatever we said, and I think one other team.
Oh fuck.
I don't know what we voted because, like I said,
Oh fuck.
obviously the guys hadn't scrimmed with it. So I don't know. I'll let you know after today. I'm sure something will come out. And maybe they didn't even come to a conclusion. I'm not too sure. Maybe they waited and gave us a day to actually play with it
So
to get a
maybe we'll
vote.
play
I'm
against
really
the
not
Wickham?
sure.
Just queue it?
I mean, we're excited to have AG back.
He needs 5 minutes, but
What? 2-minute kill. Let's see if we can get a game.
In a perfect world, everything works out. And you know, we pull off a win versus FaZe. If we don't, we don't, and you know, we get back to the drawing board, and I mean, we just need time, really. It's unfortunate and a blessing, but we need time. It definitely sucks that
You're saying you want to go back to Celestial?
you know, I wish it would have went
Maybe.
better with Kyler, but I think everyone's
That's
excited to have
insane.
AG back. Yeah, I do
But-
think that's one thing that like our comms with
But,
AG are, I think, are also.
Dude, solo queue to me is just kind
better.
of boring. Like I like.
Like I said, I think Kyler's
eat, bro?
like mindset and everything and the way he plays is way better compared to that
Oh,
year,
that's where you
given
got
I
it
was
from?
only there for a little bit. And definitely would be shocking if he didn't land on a team. AG was definitely excited. JP was like, I know you're going to be on like a fucking 16, 18-hour flight, but I can get scrims today. And he's like, dude, I'm getting off the plane and going straight to the office. I don't care how tired I am.